To speak to Randi, call 561-270-3844. 561-270-3844.
All right. So, when you look back and you explain this time, this crazy, crazy time, the Trump administration years, to your children, your grandchildren, and your grandchildren's children, your great-grandchildren, what will you say you did? What are you going to say? Are you going to say that you defended, you fought back? What did you do in this moment? Did you support media? Did you support truth? Did you support the legal system? Did you protect it? Did you, stay informed about it? I think this audience can answer yes, but that's why you are this audience. And that's why I'm asking you today to support independent media, to support the truth, to push back on this assault on justice, to push back on this assault on not-for-profit media, and to keep it alive throughout this crazy, tumultuous time that we are living in. You know, there's a curse. It's a Chinese curse that said, may you live in interesting times. Oh, we've been totally cursed. Totally. But there is something that you can do. We can all gather here every day, and we can organize here. We can see the pushback here. We can say, no, you're not going to disappear people because they protest for something that you would spend your whole life being against. Okay? We're not going to say it's okay to defund earned benefit programs so that you can enrich yourself and use it as a slush fund. It's not okay to have billionaires cutting veterans' benefits. It seems wrong because it is wrong. And so we're asking you today to support us so that we can continue to inform people and grow this thing so that everyone knows what the truth is. 877-378-8669. That will get you a real-life person in Denver, Colorado. Or if you prefer not speaking to a real-life person, just visit us at freespeech.org. You can pay any way you like to pay. You can do Visa, PayPal. Of course, that's totally available to you. Or use your phone. Just text to 44321 the letters that I'm wearing today, FSTV, and it will send to you a secure link upon which you can make your support known. Okay, so thank you very much for doing that. We appreciate it very much. This is a pledge drive. We are in it to get it done in 2 weeks, what we used to do for a month. So there's that. All right, let me show you something. This is so sickening to me. I literally could not believe that Mike Johnson, isn't he supposed to be like super pious? Isn't he supposed to be like a religion in person? Isn't he supposed to be the embodiment of an observant Christian? Isn't that what he is? Then how does he lie? How does he bear false witness to every single person in these United States who is entitled to at least the truth about what is in a drafted continuing resolution, a bill, a package that's going to affect each and every one of our lives for the next 9 months should it pass this way, okay? And like I said, this is not a clean CR, okay? This is a partisan package that increases defense funding and decreases, the PACT Act that Jon Stewart worked really hard to get passed for veterans who were exposed to toxins while they were serving our country, whether it was Agent Orange in Vietnam or it was burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan, the PACT Act, remember that? So there's money that's, been appropriated for that. $22.8 billion to support the PACT Act, to get medical care to, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, whatever, who were affected by any of these chemicals in an adverse way that affected their health. Well, they're cutting that. In this clean CR of Mike Johnson's, $22.8 billion is cut from the PACT Act. FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, will see a $293 million cut. Now, if you're trying to, rebuild after, the floods in North Carolina, good luck to you. Good luck. And Florida, we're not quite in hurricane season, but cutting NOAA, what? Because the hurricane, we shouldn't have warning, we shouldn't know, that we need to put the aluminum on. Well, you can't put aluminum; it's too expensive now, right? You can't put the shutters up. Now we're going to go to wood, I guess. I don't know. No, I can't do lumber. Canada's that too, right? No, but anyway. It cuts $293 million from FEMA. The SBA, Small Business Administration, cuts $100 million from the Small Business Administration to help small businesses. $107 million in training programs that, train people for new jobs, okay? 70 programs that benefit children and families are cut. $700 million in rent subsidies are cut. 32,000 homeless people who depend on some government programs to eat. Okay, that's seniors, disabled people, $20 million in emergency SNAP benefits, all cut. And what he lied about this morning, this religious man, saying it was a clean CR.
Here's the bottom line. If congressional Democrats refuse to support this clean CR, they will be responsible for every troop who misses a paycheck, for every flight delay from reduced staffing at TSA, for every negative consequence that comes from shutting down the government. I understand they have an important retreat this week. Boy, I'd love to be a fly on the wall at that party.
You are a
comes
fly.
at a critical time since they don't have a leader, a message, or a platform. And I'm just going to say this. If our Democrat colleagues want to increase their 21% approval rating with the American public, they ought to start by doing the right thing and keeping the government open. I think that'd be a great first step. So I'll take questions. Chad.
Speaker, good morning. You continually criticize the Democrats. Doesn't that imply that you don't have the votes on your side?
Hello.
Because you wouldn't need Democratic assistance to keep the government open.
No, we will have votes. We're going to pass the CR. We can do it on our own. But what I'm saying is Democrats ought to do the responsible thing, follow their own advice in every previous scenario, and keep the government open. It's their choice.
I'm sorry about the sounds. I didn't pull it. But doesn't that imply that you don't have the votes? No, it doesn't. He just really does think that you are the dumbest creature ever spurt forth from the slime, okay, from the ooze. He really does. He thinks you're like a one-celled amoeba. I swear to God, he doesn't think you have two neurons that you could rub together and come to a conclusion that if he's blaming the Democrats for not passing what he is lying about, saying it's a clean CR, like I just went through all the cuts, okay, and that's probably just the tip of the iceberg. But the idea that he's lying about it being a clean CR and then lying about the fact that he has the majority in the House of Representatives and he doesn't have the votes. Now, if you don't have the votes and you're the majority in the House of Representatives, that means your bill sucks, okay? That means that Republicans in red states aren't willing to cut $1 billion in local food purchasing for schools and food banks. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but during COVID, do you remember the videos of people lined up to the food banks? And the food banks were handing out, like either boxes of food or sometimes it was just a bag of potatoes because they had run out of money, right? This is what he's looking to cut in the continuing clean CR, $1 billion in local food purchasing for schools and food banks. And they want to defund, that's right, Washington, D.C. Minus $1 billion for Washington, D.C. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.